Hello guys, welcome back to callyalater podcast, episode 11. My name is John.
And I'm Kelly. We are both college students and we are currently on summer break. Last week we talked all about our 10 weeks of the podcast.
Yes.
We celebrated 10 weeks of doing our podcast. And we talked all about how we started our podcast, what we've learned from it and everything. And if you're interested in starting a podcast, you should check it out.
Definitely, go check it out.
Yeah, and this week we are going to be talking all about our post-quarantine bucket list.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to share our top 10, our final one being the one we want most.
Yes.
And I think it's going to be really fun. We have a lot of fun ideas that we're really excited about. And then we're going to also talk about a few questions about quarantine at the end.
Yeah. All right. You want to start off with number one?
So John actually came up with our disclaimer. We got to throw the disclaimer out
that's
there.
right.
Remember?
Yes.
This is your week. It's your time to shine.
Okay, so remember, we are so lucky to be able to stay at home and help keep ourselves and our families safe. So even though quarantine is still hopefully about to end, you still got to stay safe. Wear your mask, wear your gloves.
Yes,
keep yourself safe, keep others safe, and just be smart about it. Social distance, 6 feet.
Be respectful of others.
Exactly.
Okay. I think we should do like I share my number one, you share your number one, and just kind of go with the flow.
And are we going sequential order here?
Yeah.
Least
So
most?
so number 10 is what we're most excited about.
So make sure you stick around to see our number one.
Granted, they're all very exciting, but number 10 is going to be like, ooh, we did that at the same time. Okay, all right. My first one is shopping in stores. Granted, I know you can shop online, but there's just something different about going to the store, trying stuff on, kind of experiencing it, getting the shopping atmosphere, and shopping.
Yes.
What's your number one?
My number one is amusement parks. Okay. We are fairly close to a local amusement park around us. That's pretty big, so I'm excited for that to open up.
That'll be
Go
fun.
Ride some rides, experience the water park, things like that. Just have some fun.
You miss shopping as much as I do.
Yes, that is later on in my list. It's a little higher up.
Whoa. I kind of thought I was going to go up higher, but then I'm kind of like, well, we can still online shop. It wasn't like completely taken away, Okay. So number 2 on my list is the movies opening.
Ooh.
Weirdly enough, I really miss going to the movies, just kind of sitting down watching a movie, like the new movies, but then also just like going there to watch a movie.
The movies are a classic. You just get a nice bucket of popcorn and sneak in some candy. It's fun times,
Okay, what's your number 2?
My number 2 is for weekend trips.
Okay, elaborate.
Just going out and exploring somewhere new for the weekend, going and staying in a new city, things like that, because right now there's been quite a few travel restrictions and you really haven't been able to go anywhere,
That'll
obviously.
Be a nice one.
So
definitely.
But yeah, going out somewhere and just seeing a new city, things like that.
I like that. Okay, my number 3 is the gym's opening back up, but specifically going to spin class.
You want to go on a rant about spin class? Do you want to go for it?
I miss it so much. I think my endurance is like hit rock bottom. Like I go for walks and I'm like winded. I go up a flight of steps and I'm like, whew.
I'm out of shape.
But I've been like doing at-home workouts and I feel really fit because I've been really consistent with it. But it's kind of like a different workout. Like it's
probably not as cardio intensive.
It's a different energy. Like it's definitely more in like strength training rather than cardio. And granted, I have a bike and everything, or could go running, but like the weather's been kind of like gray and just not ideal. So I'm very excited about that. But
yeah. So my number 3, I'm very mainstream. Concerts. Even though it's probably going to be a long time for
a hot minute.
Concerts to really resume to normal. We had a big concert planned for the summer, and it's probably going to get canceled. So, unfortunately...
We can reschedule for like a year later.
Yes. Who are we going to see?
Harry Styles. I was so excited. His new album was so good.
It was good.
I heard he puts on a killer performance, too.
Interesting.
Yeah, okay. If we go, we'll have to have like a whole episode.
Oh yeah, we'll have to episode it, vlog it, all of it.
If you guys aren't subscribed to our YouTube channel, definitely check it out. We uploaded our first YouTube video.
Yes, we did.
Recently, so that's been fun. Okay, number 4. You said this one, but amusement park and other activities like that, like bowling, just like stuff that you are so used to doing that closed. Like you can't go putt-putting, like like all those little fun like date ideas. I think those are so fun. I'm excited for
the
them.
dating game has been completely killed with the quarantine.
I was like talking with one of my friends and I was like, it is like the worst time to start dating right now because literally there's like nothing you can do. But we're going to talk all about that next week.
Yes, we are. Make sure you stay tuned.
Little sneak peek of that one. Sprinkle that in there.
Oh,
Your
so yeah, my
four.
number 4. Now I'm going from mainstream to comical. I'm excited for toilet paper to be back in the store. I'm excited for the shelves to be stocked again because there's no cleaning supplies, no anything, and I'm sick of it. Go to a store and the shelves are empty.
My family hasn't had like too big of an issue with that, but granted, like all my siblings and stuff have been like, "Hey, we found this. Do you need it?"
Yeah,
so
that's
it's,
good.
It's been
That's
like
good.
pretty nice. Perks of having a bigger family. I
There
guess.
you go. Exactly. Yeah.
But yeah, it is kind of like weird how it's like, and then like the food and stuff. Like there's certain
Yeah.
things that aren't in stock. So okay,
All right. So
that was pretty funny. I got your
thank you.
comical.
Thank you.
Got that. My number 5, and I feel like this one might like be surprising because I'm not very like sporty.
Okay.
I really miss watching baseball.
I feel that.
Baseball is one of my all-time favorite sports. Like, I don't know, I just have like such a personal connection with it, but then I'm like, I miss it. And like it's just like it's like the only sport I really truly know, like understand and watch. Like I'm like, I know what happens, I can follow it.
You know hockey.
I know hockey, but like baseball is like the one that I like.
Okay.
I'll like be like, oh yeah, that's my team, you know, like,
Okay,
and I get like, super excited about. And it's just gone. Like I'm watching reruns of last year's games and I'm like, this is just not the same. Yeah, it's quite the struggle.
Okay.
What's your number 5?
So my number 5 is your number 1.
Okay.
Shopping, going back to stores, going to retail.
You went on a shopping like spree date. What
Yes.
stores? Okay. Oh, okay.
Yes.
Wow. Woo.
Yes.
Okay.
100%. But yeah, no, I'm excited for retail to open back up. Actually recently had to buy something from a store and had to do curbside pickup, and it was just weird. I didn't like it.
It is so
But it's also
odd.
low-key
Like,
convenient.
It's very convenient, but it's like so weird because you like granted our lives have been the same for 20 years, and all of a sudden it's like everything's different, which is just so weird.
And it's just I'm a type of person when I shop, I like to touch and feel things, which obviously as anti-quarantine as you can get.
That's what I was saying with that being my number 1 is like I have to go in, like if I'm buying clothes, granted I do get stuff sent to me and I don't really like touch and feel it, but I like to see the texture. Like I know like what the texture is and stuff, but like I have to like touch it, like ooh, that feels nice.
You have
or,
to
like,
know like, ooh, this shirt's soft.
yeah, or like the size of it and stuff, because there's certain things like sure it's all on the website, but there's just a difference from in store versus online.
Yeah.
Okay, I feel that. Number 6 is this one. I'm still not sure if it's gonna happen. This might even be post-quarantine, really down the road, but I'm excited for going back to in-person college classes. I miss seeing my professors, I miss seeing my friends, I miss having that structure, the routine, but I am excited to be on some.
I miss my professors, but I do miss my friends.
Okay, but there's a difference from like having your professors talk to you in class versus reading their lectures.
You're not wrong.
And I'd rather have them talk to me and like hear it and just kind of like tune it out if I'm not interested, rather than just scrolling reading this long lecture online.
Fair enough.
But I don't know if that's going to happen or not. But we do have a whole podcast episode about switching over to online classes. So if that happens next semester, we shared all our tips and tricks.
Check it out.
Subtle plug.
So funny enough, my number 6 was the exact same thing.
Oh my god, that's so great.
Yes. To go back to class, to see people, not my professors, but my people.
Okay, your people.
To all my professors out there, don't worry, I love you if you're watching this. But yeah, I'm excited to get back and sit down and
just have that little bit of like normal back in your routine. Okay. Number 7 for me is traveling.
Okay.
Like you mentioned earlier, like has been the travel bans where like you have to self-quarantine and stuff, and then it's kind of like some states like you literally like if you go there's nothing to do. No. So I'm just excited to go.
The one we're in.
Ohio. Yeah, but I'm excited to travel. Like just kind of have those summer trips planned. Yeah. And also like even the fall and like winter to have those trips planned as well.
Definitely, I agree. All right.
Number 7.
My number 7, to have social interaction with people, to engage and talk with my fellow peers.
Very social
as
there,
they would.
John.
Very yes.
Sorry, I didn't mean to call you out like that.
It's all right. It's all right. But funny enough, for an antisocial person, quarantine has become the perfect thing. But
are you starting to miss it?
A little bit.
It's just like yeah.
Because I'm the calm, quiet, and collected dude who likes to talk to people, but likes to, I guess, I like to talk on my own time.
The conversation has to come up, and then it has to spark your interest for you to really be like, blah, 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 blah.
Is that so? Okay.
Yeah. John's not that quiet, though. He talks a lot.
I can be quiet.
Yeah. It depends who we're with. You know, like with me, we talk a lot, but then we go out with our friends and stuff, we're kind of more reserved.
I'm very reserved in friend groups.
But you're still chatty. It's just like more reserved during certain conversations. You know what I mean? Okay. Number 8.
Number 8.
So we're getting close to our top.
Yes, we're getting close.
We're getting close.
If any of you have guesses of what our number 1 is,
leave a comment.
Leave a comment.
Oh, we have to share the review at the end too.
We do. Okay, yes.
So number 8 for me is all the like in-restaurant food related dates. I never thought I would miss that because at first, like before we started dating, I was so used to eating at home because like kind of following a stricter meal plan and stuff. I miss it. Like I miss going and getting pizza or like that kind of thing and just kind of getting like, oh, here's your appetizer. Do you want a drink? Like, what do you want to drink? I'm so excited. But also it's just like a fun place to go to hang out as a date.
Yeah.
Like just kind of have somewhere to go, look forward to it all day.
Definitely. I agree 100%.
That made it number 8 on my list.
Yeah, that's a little bit higher on my list as well.
Oh, okay.
Quick side note though, I guess another disclaimer from me. Thank you to all the essential workers out there. We appreciate all of you, from healthcare workers to sanitation workers to restaurant employees. We appreciate all of you, and thank you all.
Thanks.
Quick side note.
Shout out to them.
Shout out to them. Number 8 for me was watch sports live, kind of like your baseball. I'm excited to go to a baseball game, to hockey games, to football games, to just get into it as a sports fan.
Definitely watching it, but then going to the event. That's something else. Okay. Number 9.
Yes.
Seeing my friends.
Ooh, okay.
I really miss interaction with other people, especially people our age.
She's getting sick of me.
No, I'm not. It's just I miss seeing other people too. Like FaceTime and stuff is a lot of fun, but it's just not the same.
Yeah.
Like, you can only have so many conversations via FaceTime. And then it's kind of
Agreed.
like, can I squeeze you into my schedule? Like it doesn't always roll out that way. Where if like I have you like in real life conversation, I'm gonna make time for it. Where it's like easy to blow off a FaceTime phone call. Yeah. So I'm just really excited for that. It's been like 60 days of quarantine so far. So
yeah, like probably on 70 now, to be honest.
Oh yeah. It is like 70.
Yeah, we're pushing 70 now. Yeah.
But sis needs to see some people.
I agree.
Yeah.
So for my number 9, I put eat pizza with Kel. So yeah, I'm excited to go out and have bottomless Diet Coke.
Our pizza dates.
Yes.
We miss them.
Me
Okay. Top number 1.
Number 1. If you haven't guessed
10.
yet, guess.
I really want to see and spend time with my family.
Okay.
Like, like as having older family, you can't really like go and see them. And then it's like if you do, it's like, oh, I can't give you a hug. Like it's just like so out of the norm. I miss that.
I don't know if you saw this or not, but there was actually this is complete tangent.
Okay.
I apologize.
Go on.
But there were people that like they made like almost like a shower curtain. They fashioned it into a screen for hugging their relatives. So I thought that was quite interesting. You're going to take a pass on that one?
Just kind of wait till quarantine's over, till when it's safe to do that.
That's fair.
Shower curtains are really my style. But
that was interesting. I saw an article on that the other day. I thought that was interesting. I cannot speak from personal experience.
Okay.
I've not tried that.
So what's your number 10? What's your number 1?
My top 1 is to go back to the gym and work out.
Okay.
Yes. So
we gotta have a health and fitness episode once the gyms open back up.
Definitely.
Okay. I know it feels like it's been forever since I've been to the gym. I'm like, I'm excited for spring class. Yeah. Get back into the groove of things. Get that summer bod going.
It's almost time.
All right. So we have a few questions. I came up with these. We're gonna ask John. Ooh. What will you miss most when quarantine's over? I'm personally going to miss all, like, as much as I don't like having so much free time. Like, granted, that sounds wrong. Like, I love having this free time, but at the same time, I'm like, I miss my normal life. Yeah. I think that's what I'm going to miss the most because you have so much time to do whatever you want.
Honestly, I'm going to agree with that. Like, I'm going to steal your answer for that one,
making more content, working more, working out more. There's so much time to do whatever you want that I think I'm going to take it for granted once it's over. But it's like one of those things, like, I'm ready for my normal life to come back. But at the same time, I'm like, I know I'm going to regret not using this time to my full potential.
Definitely. I agree.
Okay. Number 2, what did you learn from quarantine?
To not take things for granted. As we were just talking about not taking things for granted.
Definitely.
All those little things that you appreciate in daily life that just all of a sudden get stripped from you, and it's just like, wow, this sucks.
I think it's going to be like full force once quarantine's like really over and everything's safe to go out and do. You're just going to be like, I miss this. And then it's always going to be like, thank you, I'm so happy I get to do this, like that kind of thing. Even like the smallest things, like just like the funniest thing for me, and this is kind of like a side note on that, is like watching old vlogs on YouTube, like of people as weird as it sounds, like, life was so different. Like, no one was scared to go touch something at, like, if you fill up your car at the gas station. There was just, like, you just did that. It wasn't like, oh, I need to, like, wear gloves or get hand sanitizer right away.
Wait, because, I mean, I keep a bottle in my car, and every time I gas up my car, I did,
same.
before I even touch anything or
but
start my car,
it used to just
sanitize.
be the norm. Like, granted, you should always wash your hands after touching gas pumps and stuff. But, like, just, like, little things like that, or, like, even just, like, opening the door and stuff. Now it's, like, a big deal. Like, ooh, do they have
I always do it with my sleeve. And,
just, like, little things you adapt to fit the quarantine. That it's like, wow, it's so weird. Okay, and my third question is, favorite things that have happened during quarantine?
Getting closer to you.
Oh.
Easy number one.
Our podcast.
Yeah.
I think that definitely, I really have, even though I did mention how I get winded for going up a flight of steps, I have really stuck through my fitness game.
You've been crushing your home workouts.
Like, I want to
every
say,
day
like,
you text
6
me
to
going
5
to work out.
times a week, which is a step up, because with spin class I was doing like 3 to 4 because of my schedule.
You've hit 7 quite a few times too. You rarely tell me that you're skipping a day.
So I really feel like that's really stepped up. Again, like filming and stuff, like I just feel like more into it and stuff. All right, so those are my questions. Do you have any other questions?
No, I don't have any
so
questions
if you
for today.
guys aren't following us on social media,
you totally
be sure to check out our Instagram. It's at callyalater podcast. We have our personals linked in the bio in case you guys want to follow us separately, which you should definitely follow us on all of our socials. And then we also have a Twitter, which is callyalaterpod. You can use our hashtag tweetyoulater. And on our stories on Instagram, we ask you guys for questions that we answer in videos, so definitely check that out. And yeah, that is our podcast.
Yeah.
So
thank you guys for listening.
We have to read the
review, the Apple review. If you leave us a review, guys, we will absolutely read it.
And we love getting them. They're so cute. Okay. Call you later. Our review. And it is from 23.em. Love this podcast, you guys. This has been so nice to listen to during the crazy quarantine, and each episode is so relatable. We're seriously so happy you left a review, or happy you liked the podcast. I'm glad we're relatable. You know, we're trying. But also, it's just like a fun way for you guys to get to know us. But it's just fun because we're just having a regular conversation. Yeah. And next week, we're going to be talking all about friendship and dating through the quarantine. Yes. Which, like I mentioned earlier, this is not the time to be dating. Like, it's hard. Like,
it's difficult to get into a new
relationship.
But
if you can, like, go you. Props
go
to you.
for it. Shoot your shot.
Yeah, we're going to be talking all about small things you can do to keep the connection, what to do, where to do it, and how to do it safely. You know, like, with regards to hanging out with people. And how true colors can come out during quarantine.
Some hot gossip.
So, thank you so much for watching, and I guess we'll see you guys next week.
Yep.
Call you later.
Call you later.
Bye.